Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Are we?
Ow now, brown cow.
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. That's my fair lady.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the sports section of Fear the Hive 1155 podcast.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Dom, and this is my awesome co-host, Steven. And, let's start with how your Cowboys cheated.
Okay. Again, like Dom said, welcome to the podcast. First of all, Cowboys did not cheat.
Then
let's start there.
Please explain to me how the Cowboys didn't cheat.
So the explanation is
I have one piece of evidence that shows that they cheated.
Let me tell you how they didn't cheat. First of all, anything that happens in Cowboy Stadium is called home cooking. It's not called cheating. But in this particular instance, everybody's talking about this 2-point conversion. Mm-hmm. Let's be very clear. Mm-hmm. There were 3 callable penalties for this 2-point conversion. Okay. The one that everybody's talking about is whether or not he reported that he was an eligible receiver. That's the one that everybody's talking about.
Now, please break that down, because as a somewhat football fan, I don't know the true ins and outs of something like this as I would with basketball.
Okay. So in football, there are, unlike backyard football, in football, there are people that can't catch and run the ball as a part of the design play. Okay. Generally, they have the larger numbers, and they're considered ineligible receivers, which means the defense does not look at them or consider them as people that will catch and or run the ball. Okay. Bigger numbers, 78, 83, 95. Yeah. 77, 70. All those big lineman type dudes, they're ineligible receivers. Matter of fact, if they go downfield too far, too fast, that is a penalty, right? Lineman downfield, ineligible player downfield. Right? If they go down the field too far, too fast, they can't do that, right? Okay. And so what happens is, if you're going to turn one of those linemen into a pass catcher, you have to designate that with the referee, so the referee knows that this lineman, who is normally ineligible, is eligible to catch the ball. Okay. At that point, the official tells the defense that this guy is an eligible receiver. Okay. Otherwise, the defense would not even look at this person as able to catch the ball. And if he's ineligible and catches the ball, it is an incomplete pass. It's a penalty. They call it back. Okay. Let's start there. Like, that's the basis for this all. Okay. Now, what's your question?
So when you report as an eligible receiver, is there only a certain number of eligible receivers per play, or it really does not matter, but they just have to report that they are an eligible receiver?
You just have to report that you're an eligible receiver, right? You can have 4 down linemen and freaking 7 receivers if you want. It ain't gonna work out very well for you, but you can have it if you want, right? But you have to report as eligible. And what we do know is that number 68 had been reporting as an eligible receiver almost all night, even though he's a lineman, right? Gotcha. Matter of fact, there's audio. If you go on the internet and you look up Dallas Cowboy audio, an eligible receiver, there's audio of him being quoted as being eligible. Yep. Yeah. The refs telling the defense that, right? Okay. On that last play, the refs told the defense that 68 was an eligible receiver, not 70. Let's start there. That's what the recording shows. Okay.
But he did report, though.
We don't know what he said. We know that he went over. Right. And we're assuming that he reported. Right. Okay. But as some analysts have said, that could be gamesmanship. Right. There could be a way of, walking the line, tiptoeing over the line to get this guy eligible to call some, could be. Right. Could be allegedly, whatever. But what we do know, that's the first thing. Right. Ineligible receiver. Okay. Even if he was an eligible receiver, there have to be a certain number of people on the line of scrimmage and off of the line of scrimmage.
Okay. And that's what, 4 or 5?
I don't know what the number is, because I don't be diving that deep into it. Because generally speaking, there's not a thing that as a sports fan, you look at unless you actually played football. So I don't know what the number is. I can look at a line of scrimmage and say that this guy is not where he needs to be, but I can't tell you how many. Right?
I would have to say it's at least what 4.
I think it's
you got your center, you got your left guard, and your
you can
right
only
guard.
have okay. So now you're gonna make me count 1, 3, 5, 7. You can have 7, 8. You can have 8 people on the line of scrimmage. I want to say. I'm gonna Google it. We're gonna have to Google it because I don't know what the specific number is. What I do know is,
If anybody's watching this and knows, please comment.
Please.
Definitely.
But you have to have there are certain people that have to be off of the line of scrimmage, right? Kind of like in flag football, you can't have so many people on the line of scrimmage, right? If you look at the play, they had too many people on the line of scrimmage if he was an eligible receiver.
Gotcha.
So we got the ineligible receiver. We got too many people on the line of scrimmage, right? We also have, if he is an eligible receiver, the formation, if I remember correctly, was an illegal formation.
Okay, now for the common fan, what in the world is an illegal formation?
Look, man, my bag only goes so deep. Let me explain it to you, because if you ever play if you ever play flag football, you know that there's certain formations that you can't line up on the line of scrimmage.
It's been forever.
There's certain ways that you can't. There's certain ways that you can't run a motion, and if you take a guy off of the line of scrimmage to put him in motion, you got to put another guy up on the line of scrimmage. Right? These are all rules of the NFL. The rules of flag football too, the rules of the NFL. Right?
Okay.
And so, if he's on the line, on the actual line with the lineman as a receiver, and they already got 2 people, and they got to run it in motion, somebody got to come off the line of scrimmage. That's what makes it an illegal formation. So now we have 3 eligible calls. All of them nullify the pass in the touchdown, right? So as much as people are screaming about it being home cooking and screaming, maybe rightfully so, about whether or not the ref was told that he was an eligible receiver, none of that matters. Even if they didn't call that, they called any of the other 2, they still got to play it down again. Going 5 yards back.
Okay.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that we never should have been in that position to begin with, because nobody ever calls holding when linemen hold Michael Parsons. But that's another story for another day. Right? Cowboys won. We are number 2 in the division. We're going to have a home game for as long as the stars do not align for the Eagles this weekend. We're going to have a home game.
Well, so I don't think for the playoffs. I don't. From what I understand earlier, I don't think we can be number 1 in the division. No. We would have to lose next game, and then we would have to win next game, and you guys would have to lose next game in order for us to still win just our. I don't think y'all can, because we've got you guys in all the stats that matters. Right. And essentially 3 things had to go wrong for us to completely take ourselves out of winning.
And they all went wrong.
And which, as an Eagles fan, I am not particularly happy. And even our wins, I would have to say, as a somewhat casual football fan, watching the Eagles, I can tell I'm like, something is off. Yes, we won, but it was not pretty. But then also we're losing games that we really shouldn't lose. Especially if we're trying to be.
Y'all lost to them Cardinals too, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We did lose to the Cardinals.
I'm pretty sure that earlier in the year, maybe it wasn't you, but it was someone that was giving me grief when the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals in Arizona.
Arizona's hot.
I'm just saying, Arizona's a scrappy team with a very good defense, and now they have Kyler Murray back. I mean,
Arizona. No, Arizona's like. It's hot in Arizona, like temperature wise.
I mean, yeah, that's
true. It's got to us.
But when y'all were playing in Philly, though, that's the kicker. That's why it was such a bad loss. Like we thought that y'all were just gonna, and y'all looked like you had the game in hand, and then it just turned. It went bad.
There's been times throughout the season this year where, yes, you think the game is under control, and you're like, okay, yeah, business as usual. We're just gonna keep going and do what we got to do, and all of a sudden, somebody's fumbling, something happens, something stupid is done, and you're just like, wait, why are we imploding right now? Like, what's going on, guys? Like, these are gimmies. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, why are we imploding right now? I don't get it. We're acting like we're the Dallas Cowboys right now, and I can't take this.
Really? All this slander for
It's
a
not
team.
slander.
All this slander for a team that beat y'all the last time, that just stole
You
the
guys can always beat us.
number one seed. That best case scenario, you're gonna have to see in Dallas again, and we know what happens when you come to Dallas.
Well, we also so here's the thing.
I told you, don't come to Arlington. Do not come to Arlington during the playoffs. I did not say that early in the year. Did I not say that?
But here's the Steven. Here's the thing. Didn't I also say you guys always screw up when you need it? And you haven't screwed up yet, but the stars are right now aligning for that epic fail.
Hey, man, we'll have one home playoff game. We'll win that one playoff game, and that'll be fine. That's all I care about.
Steve,
to be honest with you.
Steve, it's the Dallas playoff curse. Either you don't make the playoffs or you choke big in the playoffs.
We won our playoff game last year in the playoffs, the first one, and then we lost the second one. That's all I care about.
Wasn't that that's the first time you guys advanced to the second round in?
That's all I care about.
Like double-digit years.
That's all I care about. Did I say this was our year to win the Super Bowl? No. I said this is our year to go to the conference finals. That's what I said. I said it at the beginning of the year. Okay?
One game at a time?
People act like, yo, no, listen to me. I'm telling you, this is our year for that. We have not proven that we could. But then again, be honest with you, there has been no team that has proven that they are Super Bowl out-winning caliber team at the moment.
That's
fair. I mean, you got the Browns looking freaking amazing with old man Flacco out there. You got Lamar Jackson, who we're going to talk about in a minute. Mm-hmm. And then you got everybody else. Yeah. Dallas included. So
Kansas City, they're imploding. You're like, this does not even look like the Super Bowl.
Kansas City is imploding. The Dolphins have been shown to be a one-trick pony. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, the Bills got the best. They got the best shot on dethroning everybody, but
the Bills don't even look like the Bills.
Well, they don't need to. If they do what they did to Dallas, which is run the ball hard and make sure that Josh Allen doesn't have to throw 35 times, they'll win a whole bunch of games.
Yeah.
Like, if you make it so he got throw 35 times, they'll be fine. Their defense is good enough that if they consistently run the ball, they'll be fine. Yeah. They're the biggest threat in my opinion, they're the biggest threat to the Ravens, but we're going to see about this because I think the Ravens play the Bills this week? I want to say they do. Week 18. Week 18. Yeah, this is going to be Ravens play the Steelers. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a beatdown.
Yeah.
No, that's right. The Bills play the Dolphins.
That's going to be a decent game.
Yeah, it's gonna test whether or not they can stick with the run.
Yeah,
because if they don't score first, they might get run out the building.
I'm about to say don't let Tyreek get out there.
Yeah, no. If they don't score first, then it's gonna look real bad.
The Cowboys and the Commanders.
We don't even need to talk about that. You know what we need to talk about before we get to Lamar? Because we already talked about the fact that the Eagles got clipped.
Yeah.
What's going on with your boy down there, Carolina?
Bro, I don't know, man. I might be a little harsh on this, but I don't know. I don't like the guy. I already didn't like the guy, but so David Tepper, he got upset the other day at the game, and who were they playing? I don't even keep up with the Panthers anymore. Like, who cares?
It was the Jaguars. They got beat 33 to 2 or something.
David Tepper was, I think, going back and forth with a fan, and ultimately just wound up throwing his beer at him or whatever.
Wait, he was going back and forth with the fan?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Which threw the beer on him.
Nah, which I don't understand, because it's like, if I'm a billionaire, what am I going back and forth with you for?
If he's sitting close enough to my box to go back and forth with, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be going back and forth with this dude.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, absolutely not. I'm not going back and forth with you. You could be talking the most crap. I'd have took out my wallet and just said,
you know what I'd have done? I'd have closed the window on my luxury box.
Excuse me.
Yo, word up. Seriously. He's been talking trash. I'd have been like, hey, I'd have called the butler from the back. Hey, man, close this up. You know how those doors close, those windows close, you get that mnemonic sound? That's all you hear. He didn't know that's always maybe like, man, I can't hear you. I mean, what?
You're outside the box.
Yeah. That's
you're not in here. I can't.
This man was so mad he poured a drink. You know the NFL fined him $300,000,
which I don't think is a stiff enough penalty, but whatever.
Let's be clear. Let's do some math. David Tepper is worth $12 billion.
Yeah. So let
me
get my calculator out.
With a B. Right? That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros.
We're gonna divide 300.
Yes.
Divided into 12 billion. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1,
Go
2,
ahead.
3.
Yep. Divided by 12. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. That's 0.0000025
of his net worth.
Now, if my net worth were 200,
you're in the whole 50K.
Do you know how much that would? No. If my net worth was $250,000, you know how much that would be to me? It'd be $6.25.
Wait, 250,000?
Yeah. If my net worth were $250,000.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Okay. Yep.
It'd be like finding me $6.50. Exactly. Pocket change. You roll over the wallet and you go, you got change for a 10. Matter of fact, just take the whole 10 and leave it alone.
I don't need change.
That's how ridiculously asinine that fine was. It's for show.
Yeah. I don't. That was not. No. I mean, at this point, what was it? What's the dude's name? Draymond Green has paid over $1 million in fines. So,
he's paid a higher percentage of his net worth.
Yes.
I'm not even going
to
but by a long shot.
But I don't think that penalty was stiff enough. Like, honestly, nobody already likes David Tepper, number one. Like, honestly, he needs to, which I hear there are rumblings.
They can't do it. They don't have the votes. They don't have the votes. He's too rich.
No, not get rid of him. I'm saying he needs to hire somebody that is competent and step out of the way and let the people. And yes, I understand you paid cash for this thing. And if you're going to let somebody run it, you'd rather do it yourself. But still, this is the reason why he needs to step back. Just because you see Jerry Jones and some of these other people, act as the GM and all of that, you don't need to do that. You hire the appropriate people.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, one of the appropriate people is coming, is mulling over an NFL comeback.
You talking about John Harbaugh?
Correct.
Wow.
And from what I understand, Carolina's in the running, and as well as Vegas is in the running.
Listen, John Harbaugh is always mulling an NFL comeback.
True.
Here's the thing. Why would he come back?
So it depends on the correct situation. And I think Carolina presents the correct situation where he can be, he can hold a dual position where he's the head coach, but he's also head of football operations or whatever that position would be called.
Let me pivot to the side. I think he's ready to retire. If he's entertaining Carolina, I think he's ready to retire. And I think that he's going to, first of all, if I'm Harbaugh, I'm not leaving Michigan unless you give me a Gruden kind of contract. Nigga, 10 years, $150 million. Period.
Fair. That's
not doing it. Not doing it. You want to know why? Because I'm a king in Ann Arbor. And heaven forbid he win this freaking college football championship. I think it's like another $1 million bonus for winning it. There's no reason for me to leave Michigan. He wouldn't ever have to buy a drink or a meal in the state of Michigan ever again in life if he wins this college football championship a week from yesterday.
I'm sorry, it's not the championship. It's the Alabama Invitational. Call it what it's supposed to be, sir.
Clearly, it's not because Alabama ain't made it. Clearly, it's not.
It's
Alabama got
the Alabama Invitational,
Alabama
sir.
got smacked around. So did Texas. So no, not at all. But yeah, if he wins this, why would I leave for Carolina for this dude? Unless the only reason I would leave is because I know I'd be fired in 2 years, and I'd be able to sit at home and collect
getting my money,
the
which is absolutely
$120
insane.
million.
Absolutely insane. And I promise you, any person that becomes the next coach of Carolina, they're gonna mull it over with great scrutiny because it's like you already have two coaches.
It's gonna be a ridiculous
payroll.
contract.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a ridiculous contract,
and it has to be because you have to win back the trust of anybody that you hire at this point. And if you're David Tepper, you have two coaches. Well,
he's paying three coaches, dude. He's paying three coaches right now.
He's paying a bunch of coaches because Matt Rule is over in Nebraska getting his Carolina check and his Nebraska check.
Getting back.
That is absolutely insane.
Amen.
Absolutely insane. I can't.
But yeah, no, I don't. I hope John Harbaugh makes the right decision.
That implies you know the right decision.
That implies that Carolina is the wrong decision. That's what that does. Let's be clear about that. But can we talk about Lamar Jackson for just a minute?
And the way he's vindicated, well, not necessarily vindicated himself.
No, you said it right. The way he's vindicated himself. With the way people talk about him like he's not a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want him to be more quarterbacky. Nah. And this dude is now the MVP. He's about to be a two-time MVP.
Two-time MVP.
Right.
And I've got them slated to go to the Super Bowl at this point.
Who's going to beat them? They beat the 49ers at their own game.
Yeah. They out-bullied them for sure.
They out-bullied them. They out-zoned them. And Lamar Jackson looked amazing. Did you see the throw that he made last week when they beat the Dolphins? Okay. This is how good a quarterback Lamar Jackson is, right? And this is ignoring the throw that he made against the 49ers where he was running to his left and he jumped him in the air and turned because he is right-handed and threw a dime while he was fading to his left across the field, right? Be more quarterbacky. This dude catches the ball. They hike the ball. He does a fake handoff like they do, right?
Right.
Fake handoff out of the shotgun formation. And he turns to his left like he's a lefty. Right? In a lefty throw stance.
Okay.
Every defender on the field takes 4 steps to the right. Because Lamar Jackson, who is right-handed, is now turned in a lefty stance.
Right.
And he waits 2 seconds for them to take those 4 steps. Then he switches stances and flips the ball to Zay Flowers running down the sideline. A perfect strike ends up being like a 55-yard touchdown. I've never seen such things I've never seen anything like it in my life. The fact that the defense respected him throwing the ball with his hand so much that they went to the 4 steps to the right out of the play.
Tough. That's tough.
You got to watch it. I had to watch it 4 times because when I watched it, I was like, is Lamar Jackson left-handed? Because I'd be damned, it looked like he's left-handed now. Because that's the only reason the defense would do what they did is if he was left-handed. Yeah. And they respect him so much that they feel like he can do anything.
It was like, oh, shoot. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. All right.
I watched it and I had to go Google. I went and had to go Google. Is Lamar Jackson left-handed? No, he's right-handed. So what were they doing?
Well, Trez was like, wait, why is everybody searching if he's left-handed?
Why are they selling the form? It's because he's that good. And they believe that he can make whatever throw it is. They believe that he can make a throw with his... You're going to pull up the video, and you're going to watch it, and you're going to go, oh, God, like that, it just happened. It just happened.
But he threw 5 touchdowns that day, right?
Yeah, it was 1 of 5. Zay Flowers. It was 75 yards, by the way.
There we go.
You got it?
Oh, wait. Can adjust. I gotta mute that before we get copyright.
Yeah, I was just saying the same thing. I was like,
yeah, yeah. Oh, shoot, he did. Jesus Christ.
and you're going, I'm confused now too.
Oh my God. Yep. Did they
He
have to make
fakes it.
slow
He
motion?
turns to the right. Everybody takes 4 steps, and then he just turns and flips it. And he's the guy in stride, the second fastest man on the field.
Yeah. That is wow.
That's exquisite.
That is wow.
That's talent.
It makes you
That
think.
is-
Now it makes you think. It's like, well, what if he saw somebody to the left? Would he actually have thrown it?
dude, you see the replay, right? And everybody turns and they go, wait, huh? What? Huh?
How do we miss that on the scouting report?
Somebody got cussed real good
Yeah.
in film session today.
Yeah. So now in the replay, I'm looking at the defenders. They're like, oh wait, oh shoot!
That man did a play throw fake just standing. He didn't have to do anything. It's like mind control.
Well,
He can use the force on them.
In most situations, they're reading his eyes, and and that's probably like they just didn't think about his which hand he had. They were just like, oh shoot, he's looking. Wait, oh, okay, he's going the other way. And then best believe, I'm sure Mike McDaniels was like, guys, you do realize he was right-handed, right? What were you doing? And I love Mike McDaniels. I love him as a coach. He's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because you can even tell, like, even when he threw it back to his right, it was unnatural for him to do that motion, and that's like and it's like he just tossed it, honestly. And it was just an easy toss. It's like it wasn't anything, it was effortless.
It was.
Because he had more than enough room to put it where it needed to be.
It was ridiculously effortless.
I'm with it. I'm with it. That was probably the easiest throw, easiest catch combo. I'm looking through the comments now. Lamar did something that I never seen a quarterback do. Notice he stepped back as a lefty and then switched to his right. He's like, two is a lefty.
Exactly.
That is awesome.
Nuts. Like the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, so now it begs the question, like, in basketball, a lot of people don't know this if just by looking at it, but LeBron is he's left-handed, but plays basketball right-handed.
I saw that.
So his shots and all that, they're right-handed, but he plays it with his right hand as his dominant hand, but he's ambidextrous.
Yeah, like I saw him signing something, and he was signing with his left, and I was like,
yeah, it's odd. It's very odd. So, I mean, and it just makes me think of, the comparison between the two and just be like, well, like I said, if he did see something on the left side, could he have thrown it with elite accuracy? And honestly, I think that would have been the only way that would have been even more impressive.
The only way that would have been
if he threw it left-handed with the same amount of accuracy, velocity, and spin that he would with his right hand, and just say, wait, this man can throw with both hands. Legit.
That's first of all, just the idea that that's possible is nuts.
Oh yeah, that is neat.
That's absolutely nuts.
I wonder how many NFL quarterbacks can throw with either hand. You know what? That begs
accurately and elitely.
Sure,
maybe one.
Who?
Probably more. I don't know.
Illustrious quarterbacks. NFL quarterbacks. Yep. Okay. Mikey Gow, whoever that guy is. He claimed to be.
But at any rate, Lamar is going to be the MVP for sure.
Absolutely.
And rightfully so. And I hope they make it to the Super Bowl. I think he in my opinion, he deserves to be validated in that way. Yeah, and I hope that they give him the pass that these other guys that have made it to the Super Bowl have gotten as well.
Yeah, no, and especially with the whole controversy of his contract and whatnot, and I think even before he got that contract, what was the The concern was he's not healthy towards the end of the season, blah, blah, blah. And this is what, now that you have him healthy at the end of the season, this is what you're seeing that he can do.
Yeah. This dude is.
So now, is that contract, hey, price goes up. If he gets the Super Bowl and one wins it, of course, but even getting there and putting on a good show to where, like, let's say the reason why they lose Super Bowl is their defense for God knows whatever reason.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I think he just sign his contract. So
yeah. I think at the beginning of this season.
Yeah, at the beginning of this, he signed his contract, so they're gonna be real good. They're gonna be real good. So
yeah, for now. But but for contract re-up time, it's
you gotta you gotta come. You gotta pay the piper. You gotta pay the piper.
I brought you a Super Bowl, so don't play. No. You
gotta pay the piper. You gotta pay him. Gotta pay him.
Give me my money
in cash.
Fully guaranteed. Hey, pay me what you want, but it better say fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed. I want all my money in cash.
Fully guaranteed.
Hey, what you think about that? What's my man name? Russell Wilson situation.
Oh, somebody, listen.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Look, initials are BAL. Big lawsuit.
Oh. Yeah, that's
big lawsuit.
Yeah, that's exactly what
that's
is.
That's all I can say.
Because
the Broncos, the Waltons, have a lawsuit on their hands.
Here's my question: who is making these calls? Because I don't think
it's got to be Sean.
I don't think they really thinking these things through. You know what I mean?
Like, how are you going to strong arm somebody into waiving his insurance clause or something? And it's like, no, I'm not. Like, Russell may be a lot of things, but stupid is not one of them. Because at the same time, he knows what we know, and that's you're not as elite as you used to be. And you have to get all the money that you can right now.
Yeah.
So
and
you're not going to waive that. You got like 6 kids with Sierra that you got to pay for. So no.
He been around the block. He knows what it is. You're not getting over on Russell. No. Not at all.
No.
Not at all. So.
And the move to strong arm him was the wrong move. Because honestly, if they wanted to do that, what they should have did was kind of not necessarily give him as much as like, let's say Patrick Mahomes, but give him like a Mahomes kind of deal where it's like, all right, we're going to stretch your money out over a long period of time and you're secure with us, but it leaves us room to restructure it as we go in order to do what we need. Because wasn't Denver the one that gave him this money? So like, what are you doing? You're gonna renege on this deal? You're gonna renege, really? Okay.
This has to be the worst managed HR situation the NFL has seen in quite some time. Because this isn't the first team that has set a quarterback that had a injury guarantee. Not the first team. Derek Carr, I think it was last year before last year with the Raiders. Right?
Yeah.
No. Like, this is, but they just bungled this.
Mm-hmm. And best believe, if you're not going to tell me Russell does not have Roger Goodell's number.
I'm sure his lawyer does.
This is going to be settled possibly out of court for an absorbent amount of money.
Or, they're going to end up having to pay him what they owe him, and he's going to go to another team and going to get paid again. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's like you said, is absolutely mismanaged. It was atrocious. It is horrible as an organization, and they're going to reap exactly what they sow. Like what? And it's like, you're coming off like what 3 or 4 wins after he finally
3 wins after they finally beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, and you beat the Chiefs. You're hitting your stride, and you're like, oh well, if you're not going to waive that, we're gonna bench you. Oh, okay. Let me get my lawyer on the phone. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get paid. And just for that, I'm gonna get more money too.
In a better situation.
Yeah.
In a better situation.
Yep. This is completely now this because you can't have him come back. You cannot.
Well, yeah, no, he's gone. No, it's right. It's done. It's right.
You cannot have him come back.
Because
this is a completely untenable situation. Everything that Sean Payton did that kind of said, okay, you don't get your office, stop kissing these babies. Oh, no. If he stays, I want my office back. I want my parking spot back. I want, a whole facility. Can't nobody talk to me. I need my own security. You don't talk to me. Huey, everybody, if you got business ideas, you talk to Huey and Huey talks to me.
That's from
American Gangster.
Yes.
$12,000 alpaca. You blocked it.
Yeah, no. That's how it's got to. That's how it's got to be.
Yep.
That's either that or
I'm out. Send me to where I want to go. I don't care.
Well, they're going to cut him. They're going to cut him.
Yeah.
So it's pointless. They're going to cut him, and so I mean, but he already got his money.
Mm-hmm.
He already got his money.
Yeah.
So it don't.
Well, so you think? So now here's the thing. Which team do you think he goes to?
I don't know.
Because I know the Steelers are on the table, but the Steelers.
He's not going to the Steelers. He's not going to the Steelers.
Like you got to be a tough quarterback to be with the Steelers.
He's not going to the Steelers. He's not going to New York. New York's not going to have a black quarterback.
Dang, that was quick.
He might go to. I don't think he's going to go to Vegas. I mean, I would think the Commanders would probably be the only place that he would go.
That's my guess too.
Or the Vikings. If I were him, I'd look at the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings.
And if I were the Vikings, I would heavily consider him.
Yes, you want him. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Especially with Justin Jefferson there. Oh yeah.
Yeah. In that dome where he can throw those beautiful balls that he throws.
Pause.
No pause.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, yes, Minnesota does look attractive. The Commanders do not necessarily look attractive, but I'm sure they've got the money to pay him what he wants. So if he goes there, just know that it's signifying a payday. Minnesota, they'll pay him, but then also you also get
no. The Commanders have a team. The Commanders have a team that he can win now at, and that's what he wants. He wants another Super Bowl appearance so he can validate himself, right?
Sure.
So he can get to the Hall of Fame. The Commanders have a team that he can win now with.
You think they would keep Ron Rivera there?
Heck yeah. No. No, that he's gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Especially if you're getting Russell, it's like, hey man,
it's a new ownership group. A new ownership group bought the team in the middle of the year.
Okay.
Rivera's gone. That's how that works.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Gotcha.
Sway bye-bye and hope that,
Riverboat Ron.
Yeah. He getting his money. He go home and chill out with his wife and whatnot. I mean, he don't deserve the hand that he's been dealt the last 2 stops, but then again, it's the NFL. That's what it is. And he knows it. So
that's true.
It is what it is.
True.
So pardon me. Lots going on right now. I was trying to remember. I don't want to talk about the Clippers. I ain't even thinking about basketball at this moment.
I don't want to give James, I'm not even going to say his name. Whatever.
Oh, hateration?
Well, it's not necessarily hateration. It's more so, when people are out, then you want to shine. Like,
funny. Look, let's close on this. This has nothing to do with sports, but only guys would stick around for this.
He had to look around.
Make sure ain't nobody here. So, tell me, when we started, right before we started, we were talking about strip clubs. And I was asking you, had you ever been to a strip club? Because I've never been to a strip club. I've never been to a strip club. Can you please explain to me the allure, if there is any, in your eyes?
So there is no allure to me, at least. But I did go. I'll put it like this. I grew up in an era where we had basement parties. And, it was a bunch of grinding and, whatnot, music and girls and all that. And essentially, it's it's just in a strip club. To me, my best comparison is you're just paying women to do that when it does. Yeah, you're paying half-dressed women to do that. Now, I have heard, depending on which ones you go to, there are special rooms where those half-dressed women take it further.
Wait a minute, you said I've heard.
I have heard, yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
I've heard that too.
Yes.
I've heard that too. I've just never really like. There's certain things that I understand intellectually, right? I just don't get.
Practically, you're like, why would I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like driving 45. Intellectually, I get it. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can do that, boss.
But then you have certain groups of people. I mean, the other thing is, depending on which one you go to, they actually have really good food, which is very odd to me. Like, how do you have really good food in an establishment that, all this is going around?
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but you gotta cross market.
I don't look here. No, if it's one of those that have really good food, like really good chicken wings, which I believe here in Charlotte, what was it, the Uptown Cabaret? A lot of people said that they have really good food. They have really good breakfast.
They say Magic City in Atlanta has the best wings in town.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there. Imagine this: you're sitting there eating your really good food.
I'll never know.
And some strippers just like, hey, you want to dance? You're like, yo, back up, like, I ain't come here for all that. Like, yo,
you're getting stripper on my wings. Can you please back?
You're getting glitter all over my shrimp and grits here.
No,
like, back up.
I just, hey man.
Yeah, like, I mean, hey, to each his own, but it's just. If anybody else is please comment, because I'm interested.
No, please don't. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Despite him not wanting to know, I will respond to the comments. I want to know what you guys think, because to me, like I said, I wouldn't go there to pay for a lap dance. Like, it's just, to me, I'm very cheap. Some people would say, and that's one thing that I'm just not paying for. Just not going to do that. Just can't. And even like to go there for food. Yeah, can I get mine to go?
I'm not even walking in.
I will pick it up and leave. That's perfectly fine for me.
When's your pickup window? That's
yes.
I want to know.
Yes.
I want to know.
Yes.
What's your pickup window?
Yes. I need that. Or just have a walk up window to the kitchen or something. Give me that. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's just not an appeal. It doesn't appeal to me.
It doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. At any rate. Yeah. I was just curious to pick your brain to see how you thought about it. Make sure I wasn't crazy, because, Well,
like I said, and I think I made the allusion to is it illusion? Yeah, I made the allusion to this. I have a wife at home. I ain't got to pay her to do that. Well, I mean, I might take the mortgage money and be like, hey, scoop that up, and you might have, take care of that. But
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. You're not getting me in trouble with your wife. Oh no. Oh no. He said everything he said was of his own volition. I contributed nothing.
Like, hey, when you're picking up that money, make sure it makes it back to the bank so we can pay the mortgage, all right?
Not touching it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Nope. Yeah. Not taking the bait. Not taking the bait. Oh my gosh.
When he's actually gonna take bait.
Why would I do that? Why would I? I'm not a fish. I don't even like the fish. What's that? What are you looking at?
No, I'm trying to get my camera to refocus.
Oh man. Anyhow. All right. Oh man. Whew. Dominique.
It's 2024, man.
Hey man. I think. Oh, last thing before we close this up, I think I am going to live tweet the championship game.
Ooh,
I think that I'm going to do that. I don't know.
Hey,
I think I'm going to try to do it.
Yeah. 11:55. Wait, on which one? Which one? Twitter or on Facebook?
I'll do both.
Really?
Yeah. I set up my command center with my screens.
Okay. All right. So follow us. Follow the Facebook page, Fear the Hive, at Fear the Hive 1155, but also follow our Twitter at Fear the Hive 1155.
Yep.
And if I have anything to interject, I will preface it with Dom says, and then the tweet. So that way we'll be on live with you guys, and we will see what happens. I hope it's going to be the battle of the undefeated teams.
It will be. It will be.
So somebody's going to have a perfect record, and somebody's going to
go home crying.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to go home crying. That's what it is.
My bet is, I'm going to call it right now. My bet is on Michigan.
I mean, I'll take Washington. I like Penix. That kid can ball.
They better pronounce his name as Penix.
Yeah, they should. They better.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, his name is what? And not to make fun of his name. It came across my screen. I was like, huh? Okay.
Really, Dominique? Dang, man, come on.
Hey, look, I just say what everybody else is thinking, okay? Yes. If anybody has saw his name, they were thinking the same thing.
His name is Penix.
I don't care what anybody said.
No,
take the high road if y'all want to, but
it's not the high road. It's just Penix. This is his name.
Before they said his name, because honestly, I've never seen the kid's name at all, and even when I saw his name, they didn't even say it until like maybe 20 seconds after I saw it, and I was like, "All right, how do you pronounce that?" Okay, Penix. Gotcha. Okay, no problem. No biggie.
You need help.
Yes, I do.
You need
100%.
But at any rate, that has been our podcast for the evening. Thank you guys so very much for being here with us.
I got one more thing.
You got one more thing? Oh, what?
So how does everybody feel about calling this segment of the show the Sports Hive?
That might work.
Yeah, I was trying last week when I posted this one. I was like, man, I need something to, separate this from the other show, from the main show. And I was like, I stuck it in ChatGPT. I was like, hey, with a podcast called Fear the Hive, blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah.
Stuck it in ChatGPT.
Yeah, I was like, hey, spit out some names, spit out some possibles. And Sports Hive was one of them. And I was like, all right, I think this might work.
That might.
Yeah. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning in to the Sports Hive.
Oh my gosh.
We will see you guys next week.
We'll see you guys next week. Sure will.
All
same
right.
bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
Boom.
Later.